guys, welcome to another episode of A Drummer's Guide to. So this week is a bit of a strange subject that I'm going to cover, and I bet you never thought I'd be talking about this, but I'm going to talk about Cardi B's WAP. So this song came out a little while ago and everyone's going mental about it, and you know, everyone's freaking out. And the reason I'm talking about this is because it was a conversation between a few boy mates of mine. They were really intrigued about my sort of opinions on WAP. And to be honest, like, I felt nothing. I really didn't care. But what was interesting about that to me was the fact that had this have been a little while back, I would have been absolutely outraged about the situation. And I'll tell you how I know that. So back in 2003, this is going to sound so random, so I apologise. Back in 2003, Beyonce went solo from Destiny's Child. I was a huge Destiny's Child fan, and when she went solo, I was like, oh, interesting. But she came out with Crazy in Love, which was like this anthemic, like, I loved it. I still love it. I'm like, it just gets me geared up every time I hear it. I adore it. Then the second single that she brought out was this song called Baby Boy. And in the video, she was like in this little bikini and she was like writhing around in the sand and stuff. And I was so upset. She'd gone from this like, look, it's so crazy, like really strong song to this kind of like just not flaunting her body, but you know what I mean? Just using that as part of the song and the video. And that really upset me. I was like, does she not know that she is, you know, influencing young girls, and she could have been this really strong woman for these girls, but now she's just rolling around in the sand? And I was so upset. So that was in 2004 that was released, and that was a long time ago now. I'm only just realising, 16 years. So between then and now, I was sat there, like I say, and I was just like, I really couldn't care less. But then I thought, why am I feeling like this? Why am I suddenly not bothered about it? And I realised what it was. What it was that rather than focusing on what other people were doing and being really judgmental and really like, you shouldn't be doing this, I wasn't bothered because in the last 3, 4, 5 years, I've been very purposeful and very active in being my own role model to people, if that makes sense. I've decided to make these videos, for instance. I've decided to put out drum stems. You know, the stuff that I put out on social media, I try to make sure is positive and hopefully helps people and inspires people even. And because I sort of took ownership of that and took control of it and all that sort of stuff, I feel like I'm more now just... They can do what they want. Like, Cardi B, go do your thing. Beyonce, go do your thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure they weren't bothered in the first place that I wasn't happy about, Beyonce wasn't happy about the fact that I was upset before. I'm pretty sure that didn't affect her or her career. But this idea of rather than being, you know, being outraged by anything, really, my reaction these days is just, okay, what can I do? What can I do to make this world just a little bit better for at least just one person? Just one person. That's all I want to do. How can I be a good role model? And you know, I've been asked to do things that are not in line with what I deem to be a good role model. You know, I've been asked to drum in very like lingerie, essentially. I've been asked to, you know, be in music videos where I'd be sat in a hot tub in a bikini, and I'm like, no, that's just not... If I had a young girl or boy or anyone looking up to me and seeing me in a hot tub in a bikini and going, well, that's what I need to do to be a drummer, to be successful, to be a musician. If that happened, that thought process, I would be devastated. But that's because I had control over that. So I think I'm not even sure why I'm addressing this. I just think I wanted to say, if things really bother you, rather than, you know, worrying about it, take some action instead. Do something that makes the change. Don't moan about because someone else did something. they can do them, you can do you, I will do me, and I'll just try and be the best version of me that I can for the people that I want to be the best version for, which is essentially you. So, sorry about that. You're kind of stuck with me. Anyway, I'm going to go, bit of a random ramble, but at least it was shorter than most of them. Anyway, I hope that you're well. I hope that you're keeping healthy and safe, and you have lots of people that love you around you. And at the very least, I love you very much. Anyway, hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you next week for another subject. All right, speak to you soon. See you later. Bye.